Imagine the most powerful man in the world. He controls an empire. Millions of people obey him. He has gold, palaces, armies, and servants. He can do anything he wants. But every morning before the sun rises, he sits alone in a small room. He picks up a pen. And he writes to himself. Not orders, not laws, not letters to kings. He writes his mistakes. He writes his fears. He writes the things he did wrong yesterday, and how he will do better today. This man is Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, and this is his story. To Chapter 1, The Boy Who Loved Books. Long, long ago, almost 2,000 years ago, in the city of Rome, a boy was born. His name was Marcus. Marcus was not like other boys. Other boys played games in the street. They ran. They shouted. They threw stones at birds. But Marcus read books. He read in the morning. He read at night. He read while he ate. Sometimes, his mother had to pull the book out of his hands just so he could go to sleep. His father died when Marcus was very young, so his grandfather took care of him. His grandfather was a kind man. He taught Marcus one very important lesson. Marcus, his grandfather said one day, you will meet many people in your life. Some will be good. Some will be bad. But remember, you cannot control other people. You can only control yourself. Marcus did not understand these words at first, but he never forgot them. Chapter 2, The Teacher Who Changed Everything. When Marcus was 12 years old, a man came to his house. This man's name was Epictetus, well, not Epictetus himself, but a teacher who followed his ideas. His name was Junius Rusticus. Rusticus was a philosopher. A philosopher is a person who thinks deeply about life, about what is right, what is wrong, what is important, and what is not. Rusticus gave young Marcus a book. The book was called The Discourses, the words of a great thinker named Epictetus. Marcus read the book in one night. He could not stop. The words felt like someone was speaking directly to his heart. One sentence hit him like lightning. You cannot control what happens to you, but you can always control how you respond. Marcus read that sentence again, and again, and again. That night, something changed inside him. He understood now what his grandfather had told him years ago. We cannot control the weather. We cannot control other people. We cannot control sickness or war or bad luck. But we can control our thoughts. We can control our actions. We can control our character. This was the beginning of Marcus Aurelius's philosophy in a way of thinking called Stoicism. Chapter 3, The Unexpected Emperor. Marcus never wanted to be emperor. He wanted to be a philosopher, a teacher, a quiet man who read books and wrote ideas. But life does not always give us what we want. When Marcus was a young man, the emperor of Rome, a man named Hadrian, saw something special in him. Hadrian said to his next emperor, a man named Antoninus Pius, I want you to adopt Marcus. Make him your son. One day he will lead Rome. Antoninus obeyed. And so Marcus became the adopted son of the emperor. He trained. He studied. He learned about law, about war, about politics. He did not enjoy all of it. Politics made him tired. He preferred philosophy. But he did his duty. When Marcus was 40 years old, Antoninus Pius died, and Marcus Aurelius became emperor of Rome, the most powerful man in the world. He did not celebrate. He did not throw a party. He went to his room. He picked up his pen, and he started writing Chapter 4, The Diary of an Emperor. Marcus Aurelius wrote a diary, but it was not a normal diary. He did not write, Today I ate grapes. I saw a horse. The weather was nice. No, he wrote lessons to himself. Every day he reminded himself how to be a better person. He wrote things like, When you wake up in the morning, think, Today I will meet difficult people. People who are rude. People who are selfish. People who lie, but they are like that because they do not know better. I should not be angry at them. I should try to help them, or if I cannot help them, I should simply move forward. He wrote, Do not waste time thinking about what other people think of you. Just do what is right. That is enough. He wrote, You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. These writings were private. Marcus never wanted anyone to read them. But after he died, people found his diary. They published it. They called it Meditations. Today, almost 2,000 years later, millions of people around the world still read this book. CEOs read it. Athletes read it. Presidents read it. Students read it. because the lessons inside are simple, but powerful. Chapter: The Emperor's Biggest Test. Being Emperor of Rome was not easy. Almost every year there was a new problem. Wars on the border, flooding rivers, disease spreading through cities. But the biggest test for Marcus came in the year 165 AD. A terrible plague came to Rome. A plague is a very dangerous disease that spreads quickly and kills many people. Thousands of Romans started dying, then tens of thousands, then hundreds of thousands. People were terrified. They ran from their homes. They accused each other. They prayed to their gods, and they looked at their emperor. What would Marcus do? Would he hide in his palace? Would he panic? Would he blame someone? No. Chapter 6: The Hard General. Many people think philosophers are weak people, soft. They just sit and think. They do not act. Marcus Aurelius proved them wrong. When tribes in the north started attacking Roman borders, Marcus did not send someone else. He went himself. At the age of almost 50, which in those days was quite old, Marcus Aurelius put on armor and led his army into battle. For 14 years he fought at the border. He lived in military camps. He slept in tents. He ate simple food with his soldiers, and every night by the light of a small candle he wrote in his diary. His soldiers loved him, not because he was cruel, not because he was fearsome, but because he was fair. He treated every soldier with respect, from the general to the lowest foot soldier. He never asked his men to do anything he himself would not do. He was strict, but he was kind. He was powerful, but he was humble. One famous story says that a soldier once spoke very rudely to Marcus. The soldier did not know he was talking to the emperor. When the soldier realized his mistake, he fell to the ground in fear. Marcus simply helped him up and said, "I have not been offended. You were speaking your honest thoughts. That is more valuable to me than empty flattery." Chapter 7: The Lessons for Us. Marcus Aurelius died in the year 180 AD in a military camp near the Danube River. He was 58 years old. He did not die in a palace. He did not die surrounded by gold and luxury. He died the same way he lived, among his soldiers doing his duty. But before he died, some people came to visit him. Friends, officers, advisors. They were sad. One man said to him, "Emperor, are you not afraid to die?" Marcus looked at the man quietly. Then he smiled. "Why would I be afraid?" he said. "I have lived as well as I could. I have done my duty. I have tried to be just, to be kind, to be honest. Death is not an enemy. It is simply the next thing that happens." Then he asked everyone to leave. He wanted to sleep. He never woke up. Life lessons from Marcus Aurelius. Simple English, easy to understand. Lesson 1: You cannot control everything, but you can always control how you react. Lesson 2: Do not care too much about what people think of you. Just do what is right. Lesson 3: Wake up every day with a plan to be better than yesterday. Lesson 4: Power does not make you great. Character makes you great. Lesson 5: Hard times are not punishments. They are teachers. Practice questions. Answer in English, even one sentence is good. Why did Marcus Aurelius write a diary every day? What is Stoicism? Explain in your own words. What did Marcus do when the plague came to Rome? Why did soldiers love Marcus Aurelius? What do you think is the most important lesson from his life? You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius Meditations.